To make my Kandinsky-inspired abstract artwork using concentric circles and squares, I'm going to first use a pencil and a piece of paper. I'm going to divide my paper in half with a line. I'm going to try my best to get it as straight as possible, but it's okay if it's not perfectly straight. Now that I have one horizontal line, I'm going to add 2 vertical lines to break this up into spaces. I'm going to bring my line here. I'm just kind of looking with my eyes and seeing what seems about right. And I'm going to bring that line down. I'm going to look here and do the same thing. I have 6 spaces now to fill with circles. So a concentric circle are circles inside of each other. So I will start by doing a large circle. And I will do another circle inside of that circle. And another circle inside of that circle. I will continue that in the rest of my spaces. Okay, now that I have my circles drawn, I can start using watercolors. Whenever I use watercolors, I like to wake them up with water first. So I take my brush, dip it in the water, and then I drip it into the spaces. So that way when I go to use my watercolors, they're already wet and it prevents my watercolors from being a little too sticky. So I'm just dropping water in the spaces of the colors that I want to use. Okay, now that my watercolors are mostly ready, I will begin with a wet brush and I will dip into the color I want to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and paint my background on this one green. So I'll dip into the watered down watercolor and I will carefully paint my background green. While I have the green still on my brush, it might be a good idea to put green in another place that I might want to use it. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and put a green circle right here. Now you'll notice I'm not putting 2 wet watercolors right next to each other. And the reason is so that they don't flow into each other and make a new color. So I'm going to let this space dry and that space dry before I put a color right in there. I might do one more green right here. Now I'm going to rinse my brush to go into another color. And I will continue this until I'm all done. Here is my finished artwork. I hope you have fun making your Kandinsky-inspired concentric circle abstract artwork.